Hi, good evening and welcome to this Yoga for Recovery, Realization, and Resilience. My name is Brian and I'm delighted to be here with you. Today is the last Sunday of the month, and for those of you that have been coming for a while, thank you so much. So grateful for you. You know that the last Sunday of the month we do the morning practice that a group that I'm in has been doing all this month. So we're going to do April's morning practice, and it's it ultimately ends up in a breath practice known as conscious breath for total purification. And we'll get to that. But before that, we're going to move the body a little bit in order to prepare for that. So we'll do some grounding as we always do. We'll land, we'll raise gratitude, we'll set intention. Then we'll move through some movements to activate the body and get some energy moving around. And then we'll come into this very special breath practice, this pranayama or breath control practice that we'll do. And then we'll have our guided rest out of that. So our meditative space, and we'll be in our rest for a while. Altogether, we'll be here about 45 to 50 minutes, depending on how things go. So find yourself in a supportive spot. Remember our first guiding principle, which is support precedes action. So find a supported posture, whatever that looks like for you, whatever that form that takes for you. Take a moment to bring yourself into that. Come into this place and come into this space. Feel into your supports and then root into your supports and lengthen through your side body, lengthen through your spine, lengthen through your crown. Tuck your chin to feel the release at the back of the neck so that you can feel the full spine from the base to the crown. And notice as you elongate and align the spine, what happens in your body. Maybe you feel a little energy body engagement. Maybe you feel your chest expand and your heart open. Maybe not. Just notice for yourself what occurs. Turn your awareness to your breath. Begin to breathe in and out through the nostrils. Following the inhale in to your body, wherever it goes, without stress, strain, or exertion, just full 360 breath. And then follow the exhale all the way out. Emptying completely, maybe a little tug at the bottom of the exhale, get rid of that air that's trapped at the bottom of the lungs. Full inhale down into the mouth. Full exhale out. Wherever it goes for you, maybe it doesn't go to your belly, maybe it just goes to your chest. Wherever it goes, just follow the breath. Be with the breath. Allow yourself to breathe, knowing that you're breathing. And bringing awareness to the breath, on your next inhale, I invite you to float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space. And allow to arise in your heart space gratitude, any one thing for which you're grateful. Maybe today for you, just the possibility of gratitude. And whatever arises for you, see it clearly in your mind's eye. And perhaps anchor your gratitude in your heart space. And then I'll invite you, if you choose, to set an intention for your practice today. Perhaps a simple intention to just be right here with each inhale, or to just keep your gratitude anchored in your heart space for the duration of the practice. But whatever your intention is, I invite you to take a moment and state it to yourself. Hear yourself in your mind's ear as you state your intention in a clear and declarative voice, as if it is already done. And then listening to the echoes of your intention as they potentially reverberate in your being, I'll invite you to take a full inhale. And as you exhale, if you choose, allow your chin to drop toward your intentional and grateful heart, and offer a benediction to seal your intention as I say, Namo, Namaste. Then lift the chin, release the hands. Switch your cross of your legs or find a comfortable supported seated position if you're not already there. And we're going to begin seated today. Now, our first movement is a simple movement. We're simply going to rotate the torso. So as you inhale, you bring your torso forward, either direction. We're going to go both ways. So take your time, go either direction. Inhale forward and exhale back. Begin to align your movement with your breath. Inhaling as you come forward, exhaling as you go back. Simple rotation of the spine. Now, the key is to move from the diaphragm here. A lot of us want to lead from our shoulders and our head. That's not what we're looking for. The head is neutral. The shoulders are neutral. The spine is rotating. The movement starts at the base of the spine. The diaphragm is involved. The side ribs are involved. You're moving, your torso is twisting, and you can feel that as a diaphragmatic movement more than as a big circle of the head or shoulders. Of course, your head and shoulders are circling because they're on top of the spine, but we're all good here. All right, and then reverse that order and begin to move in the other direction. Still inhaling forward, exhaling back. This movement is called stomach grind or Sufi grind, and it's just a simple movement. The hips are fixed because the sits bones are grounded. The spine is rotating. One of my teachers called this butter asana, like the old school prairie days, butter churns. You're just churning. Yes. Okay. A few more here. Just stay with this. Inhale to center. Gently retain the breath and lift gently at the pelvic bowl, at the base of the spine, at the heart. Relax the shoulders, tuck the chin, bring everything to the center of the being. Be very still here. And exhale. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. The hands will come down to the shins. And the movement is a very simple movement. We're going to tilt the pelvic ball forward. So from the base of the spine, the lower back, we're sort of arching forward. The heart will come forward. The crown will lift. And then on the exhale, we'll simply round the spine back. Tilt the pelvic bowl back, let the spine round, let the chin move towards the chest. And then continue. Inhale, arch and lift. Exhale, round and release. Moving with your pace. So you're going to find your breath. So the movement lasts as long as your breath lasts. So if you have a long, slow inhale, it's a long, slow movement. If you're breathing a little quicker, it's a little quicker movement. And aligning the movement with the breath. And you're finding the breath rhythm that's right for you. Everyone is different. You may be moving faster or slower than me. That's absolutely as it should be. It's your practice. You're in the privacy of your own home by design. You're encouraged to remember that it is your practice. So everything that I do here is an offer, an invitation, a suggestion. Your only requirement is to be present and to breathe. Everything else is optional. So if you opt to do this and you find that it's not working for you, then you can opt to not do this. You can opt to modify at any time. You can opt to take any alternate posture at any time. You can mainly just be present with yourself in any way that is useful to you. Excuse me. Excuse me again. The key is to be listening to the wisdom of your own body. Our goal here is to be calm, steady, focused on the breath, and moving within your own body in whatever way that looks for you, whatever way that takes shape for you. Now take the hands out to the knee, and that will open up the middle back a little bit. You begin to feel this arching maybe further up into the middle back and maybe even up into the upper back, maybe not. But the heart comes forward on the arching, on the inhale, and it goes back on the rounding, on the exhale. Breathing in and out through the nostrils, aligning rhythm and breath. This is simply a seated cat posture. We often do this posture from a tabletop position, but in this seated position, we're not putting any stress or loading on the wrists or hands. But the spine is arching and rounding, flexion and inflection, moving energy up and along the spine. Excuse me. High pollen season here where I am. Makes breathing a little more challenging. but it makes these practices that much more rewarding. Inhale up. Gently retain this breath. Lift gently at the base of the spine, the pelvic bowl, at the heart. Relax the shoulders, tuck the chin, bring everything to the center. Be very still, very present, very aware. Collecting, centering, and then exhale, release. Hands to the knees, thumb and forefinger together, palms up. Just receive, allow the breath to come and go. Notice your experience. So 2 little movements, notice what shifted, if anything, for you. And maybe nothing shifted, but be aware of your own experience. What is the effect of these movements and these integration on your body, on your mind, on your soul? What is your mind state? Where is your mind? Feeling into being present, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. Our next movement is going to be twists. So take your arms out from your shoulders, palms up. Fold the elbows and bring the hands so that these 4 fingers come in front of the shoulder and hook the thumb behind the shoulder. Locks the elbows in place at shoulder height. Spine is tall, elongated, and aligned. Posture is relaxed. And we're simply going to inhale as we twist to the left, breathing in and out through the nostrils. Exhale as we twist to the right. And again, begin to align the movement with the breath. So the movement starts when the breath starts and stops when the breath stops. So if you have a long, slow inhale or exhale, it's going to be a long, slow movement. And if you're breathing a little quicker, it's going to be a little quicker. The head stays neutral atop the spine. The spine is twisting. Torso is twisting. We're feeling that opening and that energy moving into those places in the torso. Breathe and be present. No stress, no strain, no exertion here. See if you can be calm and steady, focused on the breath and moving within your body. Simple twists. Noticing. Few more here. Inhale left. Exhale center. Inhale. Gently retain this breath. Lift at the pelvic bowl. Squeeze up from the base of the spine. Bring the belly button toward the spine. Relax the shoulders. Even though your arms are up, your shoulders can relax, the chin can relax. Everything comes centered into the heart space, center of the being. Be very still. And exhale. Release the hands down, thumb and forefinger together. Allow the breath to settle. Notice your experience. Feel into whatever's shifting for you. Be with yourself here and your breath. Breathing in. Breathing out. Full inhale here. Complete exhale. Now bring your legs out straight in front of you in Dandasana or staff pose. So I'll turn sideways. You can see this better if you like. So you're just sitting up, pressing through the heels, press the toes away, and then relax the toes to neutral. Now, your hands may just fall to your thighs, maybe to your shins, maybe to your ankles. Maybe you take a yogi toe lock, but there's no need to stretch into anything here. The object is not to find some stretch as it is. It's a slight movement here. We're going to be hinging forward at the hips and feel as if you're just creating a little bit of movement to pump energy into the legs. So I'm going to put my hands around my toes. But again, you can just drop to your ankles or your shins or even your thighs. The inhale, we come straight and tall and long in the spine. The exhale, we just hinge forward from the hips. So imagine, like I said, you're just pumping a little bit of energy down into your thighs from there. And you'll just go however far you go. There's no place to be. There's nowhere to get to. We're already here. So just be here. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. That's the movement. Align your movement with your breath. Keep the spine long. So the relationship of the chin and the sternum will stay the same. I like to feel like I'm moving from my belly button or my hip girdle, bringing my belly button toward my thighs. Maybe you like to feel like your chest is moving to your knees. You have to find what's right for you, but essentially we're just little simple movements. And we're not straining or stressing through the legs. Legs are just straight and long. Moving in rhythm with your breath. Just a small little movement here. No need to overdo anything. No stress, no strain, no overexertion. One of my teachers says, without an ounce of extra effort, can I do this posture without an ounce of extra effort? Just what's necessary to find the movement and align the movement with the breath. Inhale up. Exhale, release the posture. Take a moment to paddle out your legs and then bring yourself back around to your seat. Find that supported seat again. We're going to elongate through the spine. Ground into the sits bones. Find your alignment, relax the chin, and establish yourself in this posture. Now we're going to breathe here a little vigorously. So the movement will be, the inhale will be through the nostrils. The exhale will be through a rounded mouth, cannon breath. Okay. Along with that, we're going to have an arm movement. The arm movement will be, the arms will go up, 60-degree angle. That's the inhale, fingers extended long. On the exhale, elbows will come down and strike lightly at the side of the ribs, and the hands will fall into fists. That's the exhale. So inhale through the nose, reach up, exhale through the mouth, elbows down, out the mouth. Just give it your best shot. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Close the eyes if you're comfortable doing so, or narrow the gaze to something not moving just beyond the tip of your nose. Be very focused here. The body is still. The breath is in through the nostrils and out through the mouth. And we're just moving the arms in alignment. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Find that rhythm, find your flow, be in your own practice. Remember, it is your practice. If your arms get tired, you feel like you need to modify, then do so. Do what is right for you. Listen to the wisdom of your body. Your body will tell you what it needs. Very present, very focused, very aware of your own practice, being with yourself fully here. Last 30 seconds. Stay with it. Inhale up, extend long through the fingertips, lift at the base of the spine, pelvic bowl, the heart, lengthen, gently retain while lifting. Lift and exhale. Gently bring the arms down alongside the body. And then bring your hands to your knees. Palms up, thumb and forefinger together. Let everything settle. Feel into your own experience here. Notice where you are. Be here with yourself. Allow the breath to come and go. Allow yourself to settle in. Very gently here. One more movement here. We're simply going to look to the left. Turn the head to the left as you inhale. And as you exhale, simply turn your head to the right. Now this is again, aligning the movement with the breath. So long, slow inhale will make a long, slow turn to the left. Long, slow exhale will make a long, slow turn to the right. Find your breath and begin to move into this. As you move into this and you become comfortable, if you like, you can close your eyes and focus at the third eye point, that place just between and behind the brow point where the brows come together. Feel into that space. Otherwise, just narrow your gaze. Find something not moving just beyond the tip of your nose, an unfocused gaze here, breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Gentle left, right movements. Movement is the whole breath. Inhale to the left. Exhale back to center. Release the breath. Settle in. Allow everything to be. From here, we're going to move into the breath practice. That is the key to this particular set this morning. And the goal of this breath practice is to be at ease, calm, steady, focused on the breath. So we're going to begin with a simple inhale of 6 count. And then there's a light retention of 6 count. And then an exhale of 6 count. So I'll count that a couple times just to establish that little rhythm. 6. Now, if you find that 6 is too long for you and you're uncomfortable in any part of that, then you'll go back and start at 4. We're going to go from 6 to 8 and maybe to 10. And the key is to be comfortable and at ease wherever you are. So it's not like your win if you get to 10 and you come in 3rd place if you're at 6. That's not what it's about. It's about at what count can you be at ease completely in your breath. It's a total consciousness on the breath awareness. And so the idea is to find that space that's appropriate for you. So again, hands are on the knees, thumb and forefinger together, spine is long and straight, eyes are closed or narrowed. The breath is through the nostrils. We're going to begin to inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gently retain 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 beat and then inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Retain 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Retain 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Inhale 2, 3. Continue. We're going to go to 8. If you're comfortable at 6, just stay at 6. Counting across. Finish the exhale. Pause. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Retain 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pause. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Retain 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pause. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Retain 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pause. Continue. Now stay with the 8 count. If 8 count is uncomfortable and you're stressing or straining at all, back down to 6. If you're totally comfortable in the 8 count and you want to increase to a 10 count, that's absolutely okay also. Ultimately, this practice is designed to get to a place where your inhale is 20, your retention is 20, and your exhale is 20. That would be a minute breath, 1 breath per minute. But that generally takes quite a bit of practice and consistency. So for today, find the space that, for any day, the key is to find a space where you can Do this without an ounce of extra effort, where there's no stress, no strain, no exertion, where you're just completely conscious of the breath, at ease in that breathing practice, and being steady as you move the breath within your own body. So find your number, work with your number, and we're just going to be here for a little bit. So stay with it. Total concentration on the breath. No stress, no strain, no exertion. Just present with your breath and totally at ease. Simply present with the breath. No stress or strain. Find the count that allows you to be at ease, calm, steady. Just be there. Total awareness on the breath. Let your next iteration of the pattern be your final iteration of that pattern, so that as you next exhale, you're allowing the breath and the shaping of the breath to slip away. And maintaining your stillness as best you can, find your way down onto your back for your guided rest. Come onto your mat on your back. Let your toes fall open. Let your heels move as wide as is comfortable for you on your mat. Bring your arms down by your side, palms up. Lengthen through your crown. And then tilt your pelvic bowl and pull down on your side ribs so that you feel your lower spine supported on the mat. And take a moment here to provide yourself with any additional support you may want for your guided rest. Maybe you have an eye cloth. Maybe you have a blanket or a shawl. Maybe you have a bolster. Anything that might provide you just 1% more support. Go ahead and avail yourself of that. And then let go. Feel into the supports on the backside of the body. Release completely and entirely. Let go of any shaping of the breath of the body. Let go of any analysis of the practice. Let go of any random thinking about what needs to happen next. Just be present with yourself. Feel into your own experience. What is it like to be supported here? Feel the full backside of your body being supported. Feel yourself being held in gravity, in this comfort and safety of your own space. Feel into the experience of your practice and what it is like to let go and integrate. Allow yourself to be. For those of you that like to have a challenge, maybe challenge yourself to let go 1% more. Just let everything go. Just allow yourself to be right here, right now, just as you are. Just feel into what it is like to be supported in this moment. And if perchance you're one of those people that finds that your mind just needs something to do to occupy it, then offer it the opportunity to become gently curious about your own experience. Give it the opportunity to track your body from the crown of your head, slowly and systemically tracking down and across and through your body, looking with curiosity for any tension, any tightness, any constriction or contraction, without the need to do anything, just for the sake of discovery. Oh, that's interesting. There's a little tension there. That's all. Just note it and move on. Continue to track down through the torso, all the way down the body, slowly and systemically, all the way to the soles of your feet. Just aware of yourself in your space. Allowing this moment of rest, accepting the gift of healing that comes with this rest and stillness, and exploring and experiencing the next minute or so in the awesome power of silence. And if perchance you notice that your attention has wandered away, I invite you to bring gratitude to that noticing. And then gently and compassionately return your focus to your breathing. On your next inhale, I invite you to begin to reacclimate your connection to your body, perhaps wiggling your fingers and your toes, maybe rolling your ankles and your wrists. Continue reawakening and reacclimating to your body by bringing your knees toward the ceiling and your heels toward your hips, and extending your right arm alongside your head so that the bicep frames your ear. Take a moment here to prepare to roll to your right side gently. And when you are prepared, and only when you are prepared, slowly roll to your right side, allowing that arm to cradle your head and neck as a pillow. Take a moment here on your right side to acclimate and prepare to be upright again. And then when you are ready, and only when you are ready, I invite you to bring your left hand in front of your torso and use your left arm and hand to help leverage yourself back to a seated posture. Reestablish yourself in your seated posture and reconnect with your breath. And on your next inhale, I invite you to float your hands once again to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space, and to allow to arise in your heart space perhaps one more thing for which you are grateful today. And as you sit in awareness of yourself in gratitude in your space, I'll take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you from this space. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And as always, I invite and encourage you to stay here in grateful rest for as long as you like. And when you do rise, whenever that might be, please take the echoes of your practice and your gratitude with you as you go through the remainder of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.